Okay, let me move on real quick. I want to go to my next joint. The only other thing I have to say, Sinners came out.
Yeah.
Great movie,
Absolutely.
phenomenal. My question to you, especially, I'm not sure if you saw how the media kind of portrayed the victory of Sinners by still kind of what did
They downplayed it.
kind of downplaying it
Yeah.
to a degree. Why?
There was something that came out that said like,
From Variety.
yeah, even though they made I don't know however many like $100 million they made, that they were still in the red because but whatever
Yep.
it was. But it's just like, bro, we still made $100 million at the box office the first week.
So I religiously study numbers Monday to Monday
Yes.
on films. And a film of this magnitude that had a $90 million budget for an original project is unheard of. I think the last one was Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which also had a $90 million budget.
Great movie too.
But I love Quentin. That film, week to week, didn't perform the way Sinners did.
Absolutely.
Sinners made $48 million domestically here, opening weekend. Overseas, it made, I think, something like $13 or $14 million. So by Monday, it was already 60 million up.
Yeah, that's what it was, 60 million, but there was 90 million budget.
So when I read that article by Variety, which I kind of feel like hurt them in some ways in terms of how people view the validity of what they be saying. It's like I knew that Sinners was gonna have $150-200 million like in the first 2 or 3 weeks because the word of mouth was so crazy. And then when
that marketing was phenomenal.
me and you were texting about seeing it a second time. When I was trying to get a second ticket,
full.
it was sold out every
Same.
You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to sit in the front, so I
didn't
knew.
even get my second ticket. That's
I
crazy.
saw it 3 times. Third time was still sold out. It was still cracking.
So like Monday, we're talking about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, sold out. So I just think that, Ryan Coogler did an incredible interview on Democracy Now! And the host asked him about that, and he said he has his suspicions. He wouldn't go into it, but we know what it is. It's just like, the expectation was for that black man to fail and for that film to fail. He created a whole new genre with that film, as far as I'm concerned. I still don't know exactly what it is.
What it is, yeah.
I get why they say it's hard, but then it's like, is it a musical? Is it, there's so many, like
a lot of elements.
He brought so many genres together with that film. And what I love about him and his work, and the reason I think it resonates with so many people, is because, you have the benefit of, being native and knowing who you are, where you come from, your tribal traditions, your customs, all these things you can carry with you.
Absolutely.
And decide if you want to pivot from them or don't want to pivot from them, right? Like how much you want to. I think that Ryan's ability to continue to connect or attempt to reconnect Black Americans to their ancestral root is the thing that keeps bringing people back. You know what I'm saying? And he's got a unique
culture. He's doing stuff.
He's doing it in a way that's never been done, and that's why they can't understand it, because for them it's like it don't fit.
It's not in the formulaic realm that we're used to.
There's no formula for it. So I think it sucks what Variety did, and at the same time I don't, because I feel like it made the people who really mess with Ryan and the projects that he do, they was like, oh no, we're gonna make sure that this goes up.
And they also didn't like the deal that he got, that little extra deal about getting his.
I love it.
Because it's unusual for directors to be able to get complete ownership of their project.
He said that that's a very usual thing. Like that's a thing. They're making a big deal out of it that he got it, but lots of directors get that same deal. And
so it's just because he's black?
He was like, I asked for that deal because I know that's a very regular thing that other folks get.
Well,
and no one ever said anything about it.
But he can it's easy to say now he can do it because he just did it. But if you look at his box office numbers for his films, they had to give it to him.
Yes.
He was going to get it from somebody. You know what I mean? And I think he's playing in a box that a lot of directors, specifically black directors, don't get an opportunity to play in. And he's earned it. He's demanded it. He's commanded it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at the numbers from Fruitvale, to Creed,
Mm-hmm.
Black Panther.
He's
Black
earned
Panther.
the right to
He's
ask for that deal.
100%. He's
Like the other,
he's the only guy.
directors ask for that deal that are on that level.
Absolutely. The numbers dictate you being able to say, this is what I want. And either you're going to give it to me or you're not going to give it to me.
Come on in,
You know
come
what I'm
on
saying?
in.
It's totally up to you. So I think that I love it that it's happening because it's putting him in that Spielbergian
For sure.
universe. Not, and I don't mean that in a comparison, but I love that now we're getting to see black directors be able to participate on the back end of films in a way, global box office films, in a way that we've never seen. I mean, obviously, F. Gary Gray is a legend.
Great.
We got directors that are legends.
That's why Fuqua, I feel like people always are sleeping on him to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Antoine's
He did.
a beast.
You think 100 men can beat one gorilla?
Oh, is that conversation on Twitter, huh?